Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What a fine fucking day it is. Give me 1 second here. We're almost ready. Had to do some last minute preparations, including pouring some mineral water. Mineral spirits. Sorry. Sometimes I get my words wrong. You know how it fucking goes. Had to make sure that was good. I found the good bottle, which is the good stuff, which is made for this product. So 10 out of 10 there. Are you charged yet? You got 1 minute left. You'll be fine. So we're gonna do two things today. Number one, we're going to stain the board. Number two, we're also going to stain my desk, which means I'm not going to be able to use it for the rest of the day afterwards. But all shall be well, or fine, whatever. Who knows? Okay, let's bring the board out to the examination table. Now, this is going to be the hard part. Give me one moment and I will show. Okay, you're done. That's good. Give me. Thank you. Is that right side? Yes. Oh, excuse me. Let's get off this screen. There we go. So, we have the board, right? The board. The entire board. We have to coat this entire thing with that. And I don't have enough room with chat over here on the right side, over there, to push the board continuously through. Which means we's gonna have to improvise, meaning I'm gonna have to lift up my monitor, hope my cables don't get in the way. Please, cable management, don't fail me now. And we are going to start our lovely fucking process. I'm also going to, really quickly, if I can do it, can we... We'll scoot that over a little bit right there. There we go. We got more in the frame now. You should all be so happy, so delightfully happy. Before we do any of that, though, first time using this brush, by the way, made specifically for these kinds of paints. The Forbidden Gold, the Eurothane, Varnish Brilliant, aka this girl is going to gloss like a motherfucking princess. And we're all going to be so fucking happy for it. That all being said, before I start this, let me just state that you need to have proper ventilation for this. I do not. You need to have proper breathing equipment for this. I also do not. You also need to, probably don't get this on your hands or eyes. I already have gotten it both on my hands and not on my eyes, hopefully. Let's take a look at this girl. She is bubbly as a motherfucker. I believe we were supposed to stir on this, right? Okay, well. Stir well before you. Hello, Stir Stick. How are you doing this fine day? It's stirring time, baby. They all love the Stir Stick. I forgot to add some music here, so we'll get that in a second here. A lot of buildup in the can. I think some oxygen might have gotten through, which is not a great sign. I've had this can for over a year, so it's well beyond when it should have been used up, but that's not a big deal. Let's refresh that real quickly. Please don't take me to 2 hours into the playlist. Oh, I forgot. Google's doing this weird ad thing right now. Yay. Bubbles already forming. That's not too bad. We just have to hope it goes on with the straight coat. You might notice that it is tanning the wood slightly, just ever so slightly. There is a problem that might affect the white paint. I'm not sure if it's going to affect the colors too much. I hope they don't. If not, well, then we'll do a top up on top. But that's something we're not going to know for 24 hours. So, you know. Good. All right, now it's time for the fun stuff. Yeah, there's quite a lot of junk buildup on there. I'm gonna actually clear that off before we do anything else. Come on. There we go. Oh. Oh well. We'll put that over. It's not too bad now. We can clear the rest off later. I might actually need to push this back just a little bit more. Never mind, I can't push it back anymore. We're gonna let her get a good soak in here really quickly. Oh, that got way more than I thought it would. And now for the fun times, baby. We get to see if this dye stain is going to work with this urethane coat. Now we don't want it going on way too thick. If we need to do multiple layers, that's better than having one thick layer that takes triple time to work, to dry. Already though, look at that. That's what the finished product is going to more or less look like. We've done our first subsection. So far, though, that looks fucking great. Oh my goodness. If it goes on that well for all of the coats, we're going to be great. We're probably going to have to do this coat one more time, just because I'm seeing a lot of air bubble buildup. You kind of expect that when you're working with oils, though. This is not out of the ordinary, is what I'm saying. Oh, I see a floaty. And I don't see my exact limit. Pick up the floaty. Let's get that out of there. I don't know how well this urethane is going to mix with the fine paint to Europe, but we'll see. It's the same brand, so hopefully it works well, but we will see at the end of it. Okay, we definitely need to do some more work over there. That's fine. Although already she looks pretty damn well on the front area. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, we're gonna be doing fine, baby. Don't you worry. I might have to get another can of this after we're done with this and the desk. Just possibly. How's that side looking? I'm going to focus primarily on this side right here. I think it's time to start going for the main attraction there. As soon as it's done, we can't touch this for 24 hours. So whether this is a good idea or a bad one, we're going to find out very quickly. It doesn't seem to be having much of a bad reaction the with the paint at all, which is a good sign. Other than the slight yellowing of the white, which I kind of figured was going to happen, that's not too bad. So far, it's not bad. Second coat, that might prove otherwise. I just want to make sure everything gets nice and squared away on this side, though. It looks a little bit thin. I don't like that. Yeah, we definitely need some more work over here. Okay. Oh. The great thing is because this is oil, it's going to self-level as well. So we don't have to worry too much about... We just have to worry about it not being too thick so it doesn't self-level in one area too much. But yeah, it's having a... I was kind of worried that this might do something to lift up the paint, and it doesn't seem like it has done that yet, which is a good sign for me. Yeah. We'll need to do a little bit of touch-up over there before we move on. You can already see it starting to self-level over here on this side. It's already starting to self-level itself. Does not mean it's not in need of some touch-up though. All right. Ah. But as you can see, the yellowing effects of the paint are not that bad against the white. That white is sticking out pretty well, and it doesn't seem to be running off at all, which is exactly what I wanted to see here. So that's good. We got that going for us, at least. I don't know where my phone's at. Uh-oh. Oh, well. So far, looking all right. Yep. Looking beautiful, girl. I couldn't have done you better myself. And I'm doing you right now. Oh, that's going to come out great. There's some areas around the circle, around the iron cross that we could have done better. But for a first time run with all these products, it's not bad per se. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do here. We're going to move the camera over instead of the board because it's already kind of precarious where it's sitting. I don't like how uneven that is already as is. We're going to move that like that right there. Bah. Oh, excuse me. Life. Girl is looking damn good. All right, I'm gonna have to move you for a second. While I get to that. Yeah. Let's see how that looks in the. Could be a bit better. A little bit more right there. Other than that, that coat's looking good. We've got the self-centering already in the middle, except for I've got a little piece of crud right there. Don't like to see that. Sorry. Continue your self-leveling. Oh, yeah, she's looking good. Okay. Last little bit of board. And then we can do a final show through of it. All right. Let's dump you in for a little bit, girl. Let you get all situated out. We'll cover this up. So far, everything's looking pretty well. I like it. What I'm seeing so far, it's nice and self-leveling. A lot of the bubbles I was worrying about aren't coming through. We're still going to have to probably do a second coat on this. But just tell me that doesn't look good right there. Except for that black pot. Ah, well, we can do that up with the second leveling. That looks fantastic. Perfect. Okay. Now comes the hard part, transport. And then at some point, we're going to have to clean up the other side because a lot of the wood stain got through. But for now, that's perfect. Now, we're going to sand off this girl. We're going to wipe it down. We're going to sand her off. We're going to do one more wipe, and then we're going to do stain. For board performance, though, that was pretty good. Wait, where'd my sander go? Where'd my sand sponge go? No. Right in front of me. Let's do a drive. A what? A wipe off. All right, you're going to hear some sanding. I'm sorry, but it's unavoidable. I'm seeing a few spots where we can do better, but I'm not spotting my knife. I know you're around here somewhere, you piece of garbage. Oh, you're right there. I'm just blind. Nope. Those can do, though. All right, let's get the rest of this off. All right. One more wipe down, then we'll dry off, and then we'll start coating this girl, too. Oh, oops. Oh, she's going to look immaculate after a urethane coat on her. I believe. Anything called love. All right, one more wipe down. We'll use the finer cloth this time. What's up, Pure Toxic? How you doing? How's your streaming so far? We're getting ready to wipe down and urethane coat the table. Oh, yeah, you weren't here because I didn't do it on the 24-hour stream last week. This week we've been working on my longboard. Give me a second, I'll pull it out for you. That sounds dirty. It's not, I promise. Look at this beauty in all of her majestic indigo glory. Look at it and love it. A few air bubbles are still sticking out. We're probably gonna have to do a sand down and a second coat on this girl, but damn does she look good. Especially how rich that blue is at the end. Oh, goodness. Sipping on some whiskey and making popcorn. What kind of longboard is it? It's a gull wing. This is my gull wing. My brother gave it to me a long time ago. I got the last two from the stock of a store. So I've got one more of these left. And I think that one I might just coat in urethane and just have it be wood grain only. But I thought it was going to do more yellowing to the white of the Iron Cross, and it really hasn't, which is surprising me. So I'm kind of surprised by that, but also very welcome surprised. But that's that, and there's a few lines that we're going to have to definitely do a second coat on this girl, for sure. I'm seeing a few areas I could have done better, especially on this side, but that's fine for now. But yeah, dude, she looks good. I like it. Whiskey and popcorn. Is it like caramel popcorn or is it just popcorn? Not 100% smooth, but she's good enough. Right? My family is German. The Iron Cross has been in my family for over 100 years at this point. So to me, it's kind of a heritage thing. Just butter. Ooh, that sounds good though. But I mean, that's the reason why. It's just a. I don't know if I'm gonna ride that board often, as much as I'm going to keep it like a keepsake, a memento kind of thing. Not sure yet. I thought about doing some pinstriping on her, but I also just thought that leaving it bare bones would be better that way. But that's why the Iron Cross. Also, I was a Black Templars fan at some point. I believe that Iron Cross template that I used for that was based off of Black Templars fan design. But, no big deal. All right, girl. Let's get you all nice and right off here. Yeah, I either hang on the wall board or like something to show off the. Yeah, probably a hang on the wall board. I don't know. There's one other board that I've got as a hang on the wall board already. I'm speaking so great English today. We might as well be playing Stalker already. A BF 109. Ooh. You mean with nose art and everything? That's not bad. I got one board left, and that's not a bad idea how to do it. Ooh, okay, I like it. The Messerschmitt, yeah, I'm down for it. I'll have to spend some time coming up with the design for it, but I think that would be a good idea. I'm not great with nose art, and I'm not great with fine painting, but I got the fine paints for it. We're gonna coat this girl, and then we're gonna move on to Stalker. Just because I'm tired of looking at a bare bones desk that doesn't look great in any way. It just looks kind of meh. And I already I'm so disorganized, I swear. All right, girl. We're opening you one more time today, and then you're done. I promise, all right? You'll be done until tomorrow. Some great roof walk. I don't know if Great Grandpa served in World War II. I know he served in World War I. But oh, excuse me. But if I did that for one, I feel like I'd have to do like a B-52 camo for another one. Okay, before we go any further, I'm seeing a lot of Gribblies on this can, and I can't stand it anymore. I got to get rid of them. Okay, don't rip off. That's fine. I don't need you anyway. Go to kid. You are our new dumping ground. Oh crud! I got some up. Are you is the rest of you gonna slide off super easy? No, of course you're not. Why would you? Why would you slide off easily? That would be too easy for me. Ugh. And this is probably why it dried up a little bit on the inside too. No, come get you piece of garbage. You can make it a Pearl Harbor. Ooh, that's good because the USS Arizona was my favorite ship after the Titanic, before the Bismarck. You know what? Okay, no, I got a better idea. Instead of the BF 109 and the P40, we're gonna do a Bismarck. We're gonna do a Bismarck styled, and we're gonna do an Arizona styled, or a Hood style. Hood was good too. Oh, she was a beaut. We might even add the Azure Lane characters in there if I can learn how to do a good flesh paint, but I'm not good at that. So that might be something I do on stream too. Is I used to have one of those kits for the Bismarck, and I think they still sell them. I'm pretty sure Revell still sells them. Dude, Arizona. Okay. Titanic. I first learned about the Titanic from a James Bond when I went to go watch James Bond with my dad in 1997. I learned about the Titanic from a trailer for that movie. And I wanted to go see Titanic. My parents would not let me because they said it was, quote unquote, a girly movie because it's a love story. And of course, boys don't love stories. Later on in life, I came to find out that my parents had a copy of the Hunt for Bismarck book, which put me further in love with battleships because the way that they described battleships like the Hood and the Bismarck in that book made it seem like this is something you're never going to see again, which is true for the most part. We are never going to see an artillery class battleship ever again because what's the point? We have aircraft carriers with jets, which kind of sucks because I like big giant 20-inch guns like the Yamato had, you know. To me, that's just it might be toxic masculinity, but that just screams masculinity right there. Battleships do, I mean. But I learned about the Arizona in 2000. In 2001, after the September 11th attack. I learned about the Arizona by reading a book on World War II and Pearl Harbor specifically. And it was such a good book, I fell in love with the Arizona from that day. And then later on, I learned about Iwo Jima and all that good stuff. Good stuff, I say, in quote. It wasn't good. All right, last of the Gribblies is off. Okay. Who's in the Navy? I can say, yeah. Old school battleship. No, that's the thing is, I was mad because I joined up for that, for them. for the fact that maybe I might be able to serve on a battleship. Not realizing we haven't used battleships since the Vietnam. So, that's not going to happen. And ever since, I have been like, I just want one battleship. I don't care if it's a one-off. I want us to have one battleship so people can go, oh, it's antiquated or whatever. And then I can go, yeah, but it's got rail guns, bitch, so suck my fucking balls. Yeah, I'm a petty bitch. What can I say? All right, let's do this desk and then let's go to Stalker. And hopefully Stalker doesn't take 3 hours to compile shaders this time. Start from the outside first and then slowly move it. Don't get me wrong, I do understand why we don't have battleships. But it's just they have such an imposing figure. You don't get that with the Corvette or a destroyer. You don't get that with the frigate-class ships. You get that with the battleship, and that's it. Cruisers don't do that. Carriers are imposing in their own way, but you're never going, oh, it's a carrier. Oh, I'm scared. No, if you see a carrier, it's already too late. That means the bombers weren't going for you. Yeah, that looks good already. These monoships with guided launches. Nah, fam, give me an old ship with some 20-inch guns and 30 cals. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Give me those 20 millimeters for anti-air, and give me those 20-inch cannons for like wrecking another ship. Oh, that's a cute carrier you got over there. Bye-bye. Not to mention, if you've ever seen the picture of the Missouri, I think it's the Missouri, with all of her guns firing broadside. And the imposing, like the explosion on the water, that picture is solidified in my memory. I will never get rid of that. It just looks so good. Give me a second for that hydrate. I'll do it in a moment here. I'll have to do another pass on that one. Cold War submarine, and I'm yeah. My brother-in-law served in a submarine, I believe. He said. Never verified his story, but I believe him. He's an honest guy. But he said I always was scared of submarines. I was like, put me anywhere but there, because I watched U-571 as a kid. So, I'm not too great with actually, that's a lie. I am super fine with enclosed spaces. But only man in a giant sausage tube for 6 months at a time doesn't sound too enticing to a normal guy like me. I say that, although I also super love freaking whatchamacallit. I also super love the Red October. Come here, man. Let me show you my Red October. You could take it for a spin. Although that was also halfly because, you know, it had the best boy, the best James Bond ever. So I couldn't say no to the Red October. I think that's the best we're gonna do for this girl. I'm going to move that monitor back just a little bit. We're going to finish off on this front side of the deck. Looking good so far, though. All right, take a closer look here. Few imperfections here and there. Hopefully those auto level out. Over here gets especially bad. All right. A little bit more. I can't believe I forgot Sean Connery's name. I was sitting there, I'm like, what is that James Bond's name? Son of a gun. How could I forget fucking Sean I'm dying now inside. How could I forget fucking Sean? I am the best James Bond, you little shit. Although, to be fair, a lot of his movies are very creepy. So, like, there is some... I'm not one of those super feminist people. But I will say, a lot of Sean Connery's James Bond movies are a bit off-putting with how, like, misogynistic he is. But at the same time, I think that's kind of the charm for them. If you like them, it's probably because of the actor. It's not because of the plot of the movie. You're not like, oh, yeah, Goldfinger. I love him because, you know, Goldfinger's so evil. No, you're like, yeah, Sean Connery kicks butt in that movie. Not realizing that also James Bond is just super misogynistic, that too. And it might not be that great. Well, I think for now, for the desk, that's probably the best way to get out of that. We're going to have to do a second coat on the desk too, but we've got enough of that now. And now we just can't touch the desk for 24 hours, which is going to be real fun. I can't wait for that. Although the fact that you could just look at that perfect reflection right there of the light, and now you can see why I love fine paints of Europe. FPE is amazing for this specifically, of just that high gloss. They have low gloss as well, and I don't understand why people get that, because if you're going to get that, you might as well just go for normal Benjamin Moore. Go for the fine paints and get that perfect gloss right there. It just looks good. Anyways. Oh, and I forgot that is going to put us there. We're done with that.